Hey, Ticats fans, welcome back to the virtual draft night party as we're watching the CFL draft come in on TSN, on TSN 1150. Joining us here on the second screen, of course, you can see his face already. You know who he is. He doesn't need an introduction. I'll give him one anyway. It's Jeremiah Masoli. Soli, you're looking good, buddy. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Everybody wants to know how is the knee going? How has the rehabilitation process been going amongst all this the COVID-19 stuff?
It's honestly been great up to this point. Really happy with where my knee is at right now, and although obviously we all like to be playing sooner rather than later, it was a bit of a blessing in disguise, kind of just to have a little more time. But obviously I want to play right away, so just kind of like everybody else, anxious and itching to get back out there.
We were talking about it a little bit earlier, and coaches talked about it a lot. Just when it comes to competition in camp, and not just quarterback, but across the board, doesn't matter the spot. He loves to see that competition. How does your own competitive spirit go into a training camp, knowing that you got a very good friend on the other hand, but also a very good competitor?
I think that's just like a pillar of the game, man. That's kind of what the game is built on, and I'm all for it. Like, I think competition brings out the best in you. I've been on teams where competition wasn't really a part of the culture like that, and honestly, we never lived up to the potential that we could have if the competition was more of a upfront thing. And I don't think anybody on our team, I know all the guys coming back and the new guys, nobody's afraid of competition. It's more so let's get to it. And like I said, we're all anxious to get back and play.
Obviously, it's to see Braylon Addison get the opportunity that he has to go to the Vikings. Obviously, a huge move for him. Big loss on that receiving core. But you bring in a guy like DeVier Posey. What do you know about DeVier Posey? What have you seen about him, and how excited are you to possibly be throwing him the ball deep downfield?
Very excited. That was a huge pickup for us, man. I can't wait to work with him. He's obviously a proven vet. He's seen all the defenses in the CFL, so I know from an X's and O's standpoint, he'll fit in just fine. But just being on the opposite sideline of him sometimes, he's made some clutch plays against us, to beat us, and he has those qualities that you admire and wanting your receivers to want the ball when the game's on the line. So, him and Speedy on opposite sides, or even lining them up together, it'll cause chaos for the other team. So, just looking forward to that.
Do you think you personally and the team as a whole, are you going into this year with a bit of a chip on your shoulder, having such a great regular season record and then having the season end the way it did?
Yeah, in a sense. I mean, I know for the guys that have been here for a while, getting back to the Grey Cup was obviously not good enough for us. So, we do have that drive and that passion to complete the mission and finish. So there is a sense, but also that, every year is new, right? So it's a clean slate, and we're gonna be the 2020 Ticats. It's not gonna be the 2019 Ticats. It'll be whatever we want our 2020 team to look like.
When guys get drafted tonight, what are kind of as kind of a veteran on this team, one of the longest serving Ticats, are you going to take kind of an active role in reaching out to these guys, letting them know maybe not what to expect, but just making them feel like part of the team right away?
Yeah, no doubt, man. I think that's very important. I know for myself, when I was younger, coming into professional teams, I was blessed and fortunate to have older guys that actually looked out for me and kind of showed me the ropes. So it's only right that I pay it forward, and I'm looking forward to see what our staff and who they pick, and they've been doing an excellent job in years past. So I'm very confident in them.
We're going to be joined by your boy Simone Lawrence in a few minutes here on the virtual draft party. Like I said, I mean, that trade, you guys from Edmonton, one of the defining moments that kind of makes up who the Ticats are now. Last year, I mean, Simone Lawrence, East Division Defensive Player of the Year. How does he still bring it? I mean, every single year with the intensity that he does and with the on-field performance the way he does?
That's a great question. Make sure you ask him.
Yeah.
And he's high energy, man, and it isn't fake. It's real. That's just who he is. He's just a happy person, and just getting the most out of life, and something that a lot of his teammates admire, including myself. And it is something. It's awesome to have him on our team, and he brings a lot of energy, and it's just contagious. So, him bringing it in year in year out, I only expect him to get better from here on out.
What are you most looking forward to about being back with this group of guys when that time comes?
I'm just looking forward to the little things that you miss in football. That I kind of got to see that I was missing last year. Just strapping up the helmets, you know what I mean, getting out there and working hard with the fellas, putting our sweat into everything, and that's really what I'm most looking forward to, just the bond and the chemistry with the rest of the team.
Well, I know all the Ticats fans watching this can't wait to see you back on the field. I know you can't wait to be back on the field. Jeremiah, thanks so much for doing this. It's always great to chat with you. I can't wait to see you back down there at the stadium.
Appreciate it, brother. Thank you, man. Take care.
Yeah, you too. There he is, Jeremiah Masoli. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the Ticats pick coming up here. We'll also have Chris Van Zyl coming up as well. You're watching the Ticats virtual draft party on Facebook, presented by Ticats Insurance by My Insurance Broker.